Hi, my name is Rebecca Karen.
And I am Brody Sandberg.
We are 5th graders at Songalop School.
Come along with us as we take you through a day of a 5th grader.
We start every day in our homerooms.
There are 4 homerooms: Mrs. Tremblay's, Mr. Elder's, Mrs. Mayo's, and Mrs. Edwards. In the morning, we do attendance, lunch count, morning announcements, and other morning activities.
We have A and B days. On an A day, we start our day in Miss Edwards' class with social studies.
Mr. Elder's class starts the day with a science class.
Now we're in science class with Mr. Elder.
Let's ask some of them and see what they do, or what they're doing. Right now, what are you guys doing?
Well, we're building towers so that they can. We're seeing how high we can build the tower with only a piece of paper and straws.
Oh, that sounds cool.
No tape.
Now we're in social studies class with Miss Edwards.
Let's ask them some questions to see what they do. Mrs. Edwards, what do you guys do in social studies?
Well, in 5th grade social studies, we are studying American history, and we start with the French and Indian War, and we go up through the Civil War. Right now, we're talking about the effects of the American Revolution.
Next period, all the 5th graders have their specials. They either have health, music, physical ed, or art. Right here.
So today, we're in art class doing clay. After specials, students in Mr. Elder's class and Miss Edwards' class will go to writing class.
Students in Mrs. Tremblay's class will go to social studies class.
Miss Mayo's class will go to science.
Students alternate their classes, going to science one day and social studies another day.
The rest of the day is the same, 5 days a week.
We are now going to Mrs. Mayo's writing class.
So what do you guys do in writing class?
Gavin?
Right now we're going over nouns, and we actually got some paperwork over the blizzard, and now we're correcting it right now, and we also do free, write, and share.
Cool. Okay, so maybe you could tell us a little more about the free write and share thing you do.
We write stories one day, and every other day we get to go up to the class, and we get to share and read our stories to other people.
Now we're in reading class with Miss Tremblay.
Let's ask them some questions. So what do you guys do here in small group reading?
We read books, different kind of books. Then Mr. Tremblay will give us a specific chapter to read. Then after that, we have to find in the middle of the book an I wonder question. And then when we're done with the inference, we meet with her and we go over what we put, and then she'll correct it. And then when we're done with that, we'll do comprehension.
Mrs. Tremblay works with one group, and then the other group works on their books. It's a very fluent way of working on assignments. And we also go on the laptop and we do work activities where sometimes we describe what we like about a book, what we would have been or did in the book.
Every once in a while, we would be allowed to get to the computers, and we would have to go on Google Docs so we could do an assignment, and then Mrs. Tremblay would help us copy and paste that onto Schoology so we could submit it, so she could grade it on her computer instead of us passing it in, which wastes a bit of time.
Over the next 95 minutes, the students participate in a reading class.
The students split up and There are 4 homerooms into 2 different small group reading classes.
Each group is designed to meet the needs of the student, the reading needs of the students.
Now we are going into our whole group reading class with Mrs. Tremblay.
This is our life binder, or as some people call it, our binder of life. As in the name, it is basically our 5th grade life. Without it, we wouldn't be able to keep any of our things organized. Our assignments we'd have to keep them in our desks, and we'd be walking back and forth from subjects to come get things.
Okay, so this is the inside of my binder. This is what we keep, like pens, pencils, scissors, glue. This is our planner. We write down all of our homework in it every day. This is our home folder. We put stuff in that and bring it home. Some, whatever, forgot what those are called. This is my reading folder, like whole group reading and small group reading. This is writing. This is Tremblay. This is where we do our free write and our share. Some more of these things. This is our social studies folder. This is our science folder, math folder, and some more. And that's basically all of our life binders.
We're supposed to keep every single assignment and every single paper that we need in our life binder to keep us from going back and forth and disturbing other classes. Now it's time for our favorite part of the day, recess and lunch.
Let's go.
Now we're back.
Let's go to math.
Now we're headed to math class. All 5th graders are divided into skill-specific classes with either Miss Mayo, Mr. Elder, Miss Edwards, or Miss Tremblay.
Each math class is modified to meet the needs of each group of students.
Can you guys tell us a little bit about what you do in math class?
We do Khan Academy and Extra Math. It's an online program where it lets us learn more about math.
This is the zero property of multiplication. Any number times 0 equals 0.
These are called the wrap-ups, and right now this is the 10. So you start at 7, and 7 times 10 equals 70, so you wrap it, and then you keep on going. And the way you find out you're right is there's a pattern on the back, and your string has to correctly fit the pattern, and if the strings don't follow the pattern, then you have to find your mistake.
We end the day in our homeroom.
We fill out our assignment notebooks and pack up to go.
Tomorrow, we'll do it all over again following the fee schedule.
That means we flip-flop our social studies and science periods.
We hope you enjoyed our 5th grade tour.